What's going on, everyone? I am ZippingMeteor. Welcome back to another early build Let's Play. Today we are taking a look at the rather unique racing game called Krautscape. It's currently on Steam Early Access, so if you're interested in checking it out, that is where you will find it. You can also, well, I don't know if you can find it anywhere else, to be honest. Let's take a look at the settings. We have your standard resolution options. We have, unfortunately, preset visuals settings, which I'm not someone that cares a lot about graphics, but I do think you should have the option of changing a lot more than just presets. Full screen on or off, music on or off, and eventually there will be more languages to choose from. Currently, English is the only one. So no rebinding the controls yet, but the developers are looking into it. I'm playing with a 360 gamepad, so just because I think that's better for racing games. Sorry. I'm going to take a look at the free build option just to give you guys a basic idea of what the game's mechanics are before I jump into any of the other modes. Now you'll notice that the track is 3 different colors: red, blue, and yellow. Those colors determine what the next piece of the track will be. See, since I was on the blue section when I went through the checkpoint, it ended up being a slightly curved corner, going to the left. If I switch it up and go over here to the right on the red, or, okay, that pushed the checkpoint further. If I go over here to the right and drive on the red section, it'll make a sharp bend. I just push the checkpoint further again. So the tracks are not preset. That's what I'm kind of trying to get across here. The actual layout of the track is determined by whoever is in first on the race at that particular checkpoint. Where they are determines what piece of the track will be laid next. So if you're in first, you have the advantage of deciding exactly what the track will look like. However, people who are behind you can... The game gets buggy when you start flying in practice for some reason. The people who are behind you have the advantage of figuring out shortcuts by, as you just seen, gliding. By holding down the B button, you can glide temporarily. So it's not like Distance or Nitronic Rush where you have unlimited flight until your engine overheats. It's all reliant on how much speed you have and if you manage to get through those black boosters over there. So that's the basic idea of the game. I'm going to see if I can jump into an online mode. See, there weren't any more practice things. Now here's 2 things I do greatly appreciate seeing in the game: LAN and split screen. Most games are trying to push those things aside. Krautscape puts those right on the front menu, which is great to see. I won't be using them, but I definitely appreciate that they're there. Okay, the game has currently 3 online modes: Snake, Ping Pong, and Collector. Unfortunately, the game doesn't actually tell you what any of these modes are prior to jumping into them. And I'm not familiar enough with the online mode to tell you off the top of my head. So we're going to jump right into Snake. See if we can get into a game. No, we are currently waiting for players. So let's try one of the other modes. Ping Pong. Okay, we got into a game with another person. Both ends count, so even the descriptions don't really tell you much. I think the basic idea of this mode is to get to the checkpoints, and after each mode the track gets longer, but I think with the same basic original layout. Was not expecting a jump. Missed the checkpoint. Going down. while I'm falling to my death and now trying to beat the guy who's flying on the side of the track. I want to speak one moment about the control. Well, the controls aren't very good. Mainly because you can't rebind them. And it gives you the most awkward controls for a racing game. I'm going to take a shortcut. A is gas, which isn't... It's not typical for a racing game. Most racing games have, like, the right trigger as gas, and I don't think I'm going to make it to this. Nope, I'm not. Unless I can build up a little bit of momentum. Nope, I'm going to fall. I don't think I'm doing a very good job of describing this game. Okay, Conrad scores. I'm gonna... use the boost to get over here. I still have a chance of catching back up to him, that's for sure. The controls, that's what I was talking about. They're not very good right now, unfortunately. They're... You got A for gas. Your wings are only out if you're holding down B. Brake is X. And your left stick is for controls. It works, but it's not natural for racing games. And since you can't rebind the controls currently, that's a bit of a problem. I don't know where that guy's going. He clearly didn't realize the checkpoint was over here. Or he doesn't understand the concept of the game, which is entirely possible too. Oh, I missed the checkpoint. Turn back around. Now let's come back over here. But if the controls were rebindable, it would definitely be better. Personally, I think right stick should be accelerate. Left stick should be... or right trigger should be accelerate. Left trigger should be brake. And flight should be one of the shoulder buttons, in my personal opinion. Especially since you have to hold down the buttons to, you know, to fly and to brake. It's just really awkward to have to press all these buttons on the same little area at the same time. Once they're rebindable, then it'll make a huge difference. Okay, I think I see the checkpoint. Don't know where the other racer is, though. He clearly hasn't made it yet, either. Okay, I don't think I need the boost. Nope. Okay, I'll take it. He went way off course. Oh, he quit the game. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the race too. I'm gonna see what... I haven't tried Collector yet, so I don't even know what it is. Looks like there's one other person currently in this race. Collect the cube and bring it to the gate. Okay. We are racing against Jolgar. Physics definitely needs some work. The game is rough around the edges for sure. It is an early access game though, so rough edges are to be expected. either we have some connection issues or this guy is trying to race dirty. This is kind of a weird capture the flag style mode, I guess. Get that cube over there. Oh, we got another player, Conrad. I'm gonna go get the cube since they're all going in the other direction. That's right. Bring the checkpoint to me. They don't even realize the point of this game, I don't think. I guess there isn't a whole lot more I can actually show you guys about this game other than the terrible camera. The game is rough. In fact, this is probably the most rough gameplay I've had of this game, which is a bit unfortunate, but it should not be doing that. And it just shouldn't. So to recap, it is kind of a procedurally generated racing game where the player in first gets to decide the ultimate fate of the track's layout. It's got a unique art style. It's got a unique little origami car plane thing. Birds are definitely a main theme of the game. They can be seen throughout the opening sequence, and I think in some levels right now it's kind of a black snow, but it's an interesting game. It's definitely got some promise. It needs some work. Needs to have controller like settings. It needs to be rebindable. The camera could use a little bit of work. I mean, I can change where it is, but I can't do anything about how glitchy it's been when I hit something. Physics could use a little bit of work. The braking doesn't seem to work all that well, which is kind of important in a racing game. I mean, this isn't like, I'm trying to think of a good racing game where brakes are optional, but can't think of one. The controls need some work. The graphics are fine. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this race before it gets any more buggy. The controls need to be rebindable and the glitches that I experienced in this definitely need to be fixed. The online doesn't seem to be very smooth. I mean, there need to be some lobbies. Some descriptions for the game modes would be nice. Some variety to the way everything looks, because right now everything looks like exactly the same. I think vehicles should be able to at least be changed colors, apart from that little diamond on the back. Let's see what else. Maybe some sort of single player mode would be nice, even if it's against bots. I mean, the game supports LAN and split screen. Why not support another function of a game that's kind of like outdated to most developers? Why not put in some bots so that you can actually race when you're not, or when online's not working all that well? that would be great. Like I said, it's rough around the edges, but it's definitely playable. If nothing else, you can just practice and drive around there. It's still a cool visual game for sure. So guys, that is my first impressions let's play, I guess, of Krautscape. You can pick it up on Steam right now via the early access program. I believe it's $9.99, I think. I can't really check on the computer right now due to the game being on there, but you all know where Steam is. You can go check it out. I think it's $9.99 or your regional equivalent, something like that. So go ahead and go check it out, guys. It's definitely one of the more unique racing games I've seen, and I can't wait to see where it goes further along in the development cycle. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to click the annotations at the top of your screen for more videos. Especially click the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. Thanks for watching, guys. I am ZippingMeteor, and I will see you next time.